Me fighting a girl for her Hello Kitty because she's doing it for the trend while I've been a Hello Kitty lover since I came out of my mother's womb. You can just say born. You don't have to elongate that statement. And wait a minute, I don't keep up with TikTok in any way, shape, or form. Is Hello Kitty trending? Is she a trend right now? What's going on? Chilling on my balcony. Only people age 25 plus would understand how therapeutic it is. Dude, you're 12. The hell you mean only people 25 plus would understand? Do you know how many people triple your age would understand way more what sitting on the porch or balcony or deck or whatever would be in terms of therapeutic level? Gatekeeping GTA 5. Key is slang for kilo as in kilogram. OP is stupid or trolling. Not everyone's familiar with drug slang, just FYI. That ought to be a requirement for playing this damn game. It's common sense. Who cares? Why get all riled up over someone not knowing drug slang? You need to get out of your grandmother's attic more, man. Imagine saying something that dumb. You need to know drug slang before you can play Grand Theft Auto. Dude, shut the hell up. It's not normal for everyone. He can't enter the gate he keepin'. There's a name for people without beards. Women. Well, maybe you should let yours grow out before you start wearing that tank top around. I'm just saying, dude. Real pagans don't marry non-pagans. Period. What's a real pagan? Well, are there prerequisites required? I'm a little bit fuzzy on the terminology. Gatekeeping pain, I guess. POV, you're on your period. Are you people still afraid of physical pain? I blocked that feeling a long time ago. That's not how that works. Now, I can only feel mental pain. Grow up. World is not for people who are still afraid of physical pain. They will only use you till you get used to it. And it a lot painful than periods. I have yet to meet a woman when he's traumatized, but the biggest drama of his childhood was parents' divorce. Yeah, what a stupid f***ing loser, right? He's not actually emotionally mature. He's never been through any real shit. Like me when I was murdered. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Shut up, you arrogant jackass. Playing games on a computer. Well, wait, what's wrong with that? Gen Zer who knows nothing about PC starter pack? Okay. Yet has a gaming PC. Dirty desk / room and always has LED lights on the brightest setting. You mean default? What the hell does that mean? Likes these YouTubers. No disrespect to them, though. Right. It feels like you're throwing disrespect at them. Fortnite performance mode boosts PC FPS. I buy power. Well, I can say my first PC was a Frankenstein of epic proportions, from the cheapest to the crappiest to the farthest ends of the earth. I just took what I could get, honestly. I think almost nothing in it was new. Happens a lot, all right? Having bright LEDs and not necessarily knowing everything about your computer or how that works does not mean you know nothing. Plus, everybody has to start somewhere. Are you supposed to just automatically know everything about it from the get-go? Is that how that works? I guess I'm out of the loop. Multiple people on r/DND think gatekeeping is fine. Oh, great. It's D&D. The least gatekeeped thing. Gatekeeped? That's not the word. That's not gate-kept, excuse me. 5e is not D&D, and it's barely even an RPG. Feels weirdly gatekeepy. Gatekeeping isn't inherently bad, even though I disagree with him. Yes, it is, jackass. Elaborate. How can gatekeeping be a positive? I can't see gatekeeping as anything other than someone being an asshole about something they like. Yeah, I'm sorry, the fact that you were downvoted into the negatives by any amount is pathetic.
A hobby's culture is important for building a lasting, enjoyable ecosystem. When you do whatever you can to erase culture to be more inclusive, you take away from the enjoyment and camaraderie.
What? Excuse me? You. People like you are so sad. I can kind of maybe, if I do enough mental gymnastics, understand what you're getting at. But no, you're right. Not everything needs to appeal to everybody. And from my knowledge of playing D&D, they haven't done anything to try and appeal to everybody. The closest I can think of is, making video games. They're a little bit more accessible. You don't have to do the math. I am bad. As someone who's bad at math, I have always had a tough time with that game. Yeah, I know. It's easy, simple math. Yeah. What am I supposed to say? I am mentally handicapped. Anyway, case in point, BattleBit Remastered actually allows proximity chat, unlike EA's unpopular Battlefield. Now players can talk and blast music over comms for fun, and they love it. EA took away proximity chat to avoid toxicity in general at the expense of the vast majority of fans who've enjoyed it. Now that one, again, I can understand. Taking away a feature that the vast majority of people enjoy, or at least not making it an option, is dumb. That part is stupid. However, I don't think that that has anything to do with the rest of what's being discussed here. It was not made to make Battlefield more popular to the masses, and if they thought for a second that that's what removing that feature was going to do, they're fucking stupid. That's simple. You don't barge into a group where you don't fit in and demand everyone change for your sensibilities. That's not what anybody's doing at all, by the way. No. You see, that's the cool thing about D&D is you can homebrew whatever the actual hell you want, okay? If you want to be one of those weirdos that is very, very, very strict and your players enjoy that, go for it, okay? I'm going to be over here doing a Gravity Falls campaign and having a good time, okay? Oh, I hate people like that. There's 3 types of cellular people. Which are you? Cellular people? I suck people, lazy lemmings that don't like to make decisions, Samsung Android people, fanboys who think turning on developer options jailbreaks their Android. You can't jailbreak an Android, it's a joke. Huh? And then there are the people that know their shit with rooted Xiaomi's, Huawei's, and OnePluses running on custom ROMs in America. Really, OnePluses? They're actively sold all over the place here. Why is that a big, like, dropped your mic moment? OnePlus is quite popular over here. Not insanely popular, I'll grant you. Also, as someone that has used both sides of the ecosystem many times over the years, and I've always leaned a little bit more Apple just because I don't care. An $1,100 Samsung flagship phone versus an $1,100 iPhone, I don't need that customizability. I've never needed it. I've never cared about it. Whatever. I don't. And you don't get to call me a worthless, lazy, lemming piece of shit because I like something different than you. Gatekeeping one of the most popular film stars of the last 30 years. Oh boy. Casual movie fans know Keanu Reeves through John Wick. Cult cinema lovers know him since Matrix. Dude, cult cinema lovers? What? One of the most popular names in movie history? The Matrix? Really? Cult? Okay, you can't even call Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure cult. Almost everything aside from his Coca-Cola commercial, his first acting job, has not been freaking cult. Dude, wow, what a loser. You film bros, man. Real emo only consists of the what? Emotional hardcore scene and the late 90s screamo scene. What is known by I can't read. I mean, to be fair, it's on his back. It's a little bit harder. What is known by Midwest emo is nothing but alternative rock with questionable real emo influence. When people try to argue that bands like My Chemical Romance are not real emo, while saying that Sunny Day Real Estate and, is. I thought that was an ampersand. Again, this is just kind of difficult to read in general. Let me zoom in here a little bit, see if that helps. I can't help not cringe. Ooh, because they're just as fake emo as My Chemical Romance plus the pretentiousness. Real emo sounds energetic, powerful, and somewhat hateful. Fake emo is weak, self-pity, and a failed attempt to direct energy and emotion into music. Some examples of real emo are Page 99, Tights of Spring, Cap and Jazz, the only real emo band from the Midwest scene. And what? Some examples of fake emo are American Football, Chemical Romance, and Mineral. Emo belongs to hardcore, not to indie, pop punk, alt rock, or any other mainstream genre. You got that tattooed? Please tell me that this is fake. Someone tell me that this is just an amazingly cool, an epic Photoshop, please. Deadass, screw any straight person who thinks they have a gaydar. Congratulations, Jen, you can spot a 90-pound twink and a stone butch biker. You want a freaking medal, you shrew? I don't think you needed to censor out straight person, and I don't think you needed to name your blog Cock and Ball Torture. But here we are. Oh, come on. Wait, I don't get it. Is he gatekeeping the idea of a gaydar? They're not really gatekeeping, simply being resentful towards the kinds of people who think they can tell who's gay just by looking at them, when in reality, the only thing they can spot are blatant stereotypes. I'm bi, and everyone thinks I'm straight and are surprised when I tell them I'm bi. So yeah, you're correct. So wait, what is this doing here? You can't be tired either. Remember, you don't fully understand how scary the world is until you're raising children. I'm sorry to the parents out there. I can try my best to imagine what it's like having a kid. I mean, I took care of my younger brothers, albeit I did it horribly, and I was a terrible older brother and still am to this day. But try as I might, I don't know what it's like to have children of my own, and I never will because I'm never going to. I don't want to. Now, all that being said, don't you dare think you know more about the world or anything in general other than raising kids specifically than me. I'm sorry, that's not how it works. You know infinitely more than I do about raising kids, but you don't get to pretend that you know some weird, crazy goddamn secret about the universe because you had them, okay? We're all people too. We have brains. We experience things. We're not NPCs like you like to pretend we are because we don't have kids. Ranch on wings is a no-no in my book. Ranch on anything but a salad is for children under 8. Ranch on a salad is meh, but acceptable for all. As for the post, I'm a C for what it's worth. Ranch is for people who think iceberg lettuce is a salad. A man of culture, I see. You know, this reminds me of the people that get really, really bent out of shape about bone-in versus boneless wings. I'm sorry, I don't like getting crap all over my face and fingers. I really don't like that. It's a big sensory issue for me. It disgusts me, and then I'll be scrubbing my face and hands until they're raw if that happens, okay? So give me my buffalo-flavored chicken nuggets, give me my ranch, and kiss my you basic Also, I know most people outside of the United States really dislike, if not hate, ranch anyway. I'm sorry, I'm a ranch boy. Gimme, I'll do some shots. Hell, I'll even dip my pizza in there. Sometimes I'll put it in my Cocoa Pebbles in the morning just to give me a little... I don't actually do that, by the way. I do not dip my pizza in ranch. What's wrong with you? Real goth. Oh, God. Hot Topic is real goth the same way that Taco Bell is real Mexican food. Until next time. I remember hearing a story about Taco Bell trying to actually enter Mexico, and they made the point, or at least this part's alleged, I don't know if it's true, they made the point of not selling it as Mexican food, because it's clearly not. We know it's not. Taco Bell knows that it's not. It's barely even inspired anymore. But I do believe they got spanked right the hell back out the country. If you weren't involved in the sacking and pillaging of Rome, can you really call yourself goth? You know what, that's a fair point. My girlfriend tried to interview her high school friend for her nail business. This is how she responded. Okay, let's see. Can I help you with something? You shouldn't be making a nail business. It's not for you. It's a black thing. Our culture. Never ask me something like that again. Stay with your shit and not ours. Unfollow me. It's me from high school. Damn, that... What? Is that a black thing? Is that a black culture thing? I didn't know that. I was not aware that was a culture exclusive... You know what? Whatever. I don't get my nails done. Only people that remember Eric can like this comment. Eric. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm sorry. You aren't a geek if you like the most popular film franchises in history. I'm sorry, but Lord of the Rings is not just a film franchise. They are incredibly goddamn amazing, super near flawless for me movies, but the books came first like a lot of crap, okay? But, what, Star Wars? Wow. You're picking on Star Wars, Marvel, and Lord of the Rings. Ooh, look at you. I don't understand how enjoying the highest-grossing film franchises in history makes you unique or different. It makes you part of the mainstream. Does it feel good to paddle against the mainstream? Are you really buff and hot now? Edit. I think I've been misled with the title and not been nuanced enough. Sorry, not been misled. What is wrong with me? I can't read today. I think I've misled with the title and not been nuanced enough. Thanks to everyone who has explained the difference between liking something and being a geek. That's what I was trying to express, albeit poorly. Peace to all, and enjoy what you enjoy. You backpedaled quick, didn't you there, pal? Oopsie whoopsie. No one agreed. Imagine falling in love, then finding out they drink their coffee this color. Yeah, that's right. If you don't drink it black, you a pussy, you an idiot, you a loser, die. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You ain't a real human being. My girlfriend's Finnish, and she drinks it at almost this color. She's gonna watch this and absolutely get defensive for sure. Gatekeeping using the basic gym equipment. 4 treadmills in the gym, all taken up. 1 bloke actually running and 3 are strolling. One's got the incline on high, but holds on to the top so the incline's completely canceled out. No, it's not. I just want to do a quick 5K and get on with my day, but instead I'm waiting for people to finish up their ineffective workout. And no, it's still too hot to run outside. Maybe next month when it actually gets below 30. Okay? 4 treadmills in your gym? Is it like the gym in your apartment complex or something? Because damn, that's not a lot of treadmills for a gym. Even the tiny gyms, all right? Also, quit being a baby, dude. I'm sorry that they work out differently to you, but you're not a better person for wanting to get in a quick 5K. Gatekeeping, VTubing, and anime. Can we keep most Westerners, Americans, away from anime? Can we please gatekeep VTubing and anime because they ruin everything and try to add their degenerate hip-hop satanic culture into it, and they barf their lunacy all over everything? How much you want to bet whoever wrote this is from, I don't know, Middletown, Ohio, or middle of nowhere, Iowa? How much you want to bet this person is absolutely from smack dab wherever the hell in the United States? Dude, stop it. They want to gatekeep VTubing? That thing has a dedicated English section with American girls? Okay then, you're not allowed to feel dehumanized by work dress codes. Only war is acceptable for this term. I think it's hilarious, and also the utilization of the word dehumanizing seems pretty tone deaf. People are getting their houses and friends blown to pieces in other parts of the world. Dehumanizing is defined as depriving person or group of positive human qualities. This can include self-expression. She's allowed to feel this way. Absolutely. I'm reminded of that girl that's gone viral across the internet for complaining about working 5 days a week and having to commute and how it's really, really awful that most of your existence is sleep, sitting on a train, sitting at your job, and you have no free time to form relationships or be a human, and everyone's crapping on her as though she's wrong. No, she is correct. None of us should have to do that. That's how it is, man. She's right. She won. So I guess the semi-trucks are like the popular girls in teen movies or something in this photo, and the pickup trucks are the nerds and losers in this case? Wait, what's going on? They think they're cool until they see us. Yeah, those are totally the same vehicles for sure. They're used for the same things. Gatekeeping fan fiction? Oh, come on. Manacled? What is that? Is not the way to introduce new readers to what? I don't know what this is a brilliant work of art. It's just not a fic for just everyone. This is honestly the most terrifying situation for fanfic. This is bad. Very bad. What the hell are you talking about? Gatekeeping feeling how many grams to use in a recipe. Wait, what? How do you manage that one? Do it with feeling, or are you white? You should taste it and have a gut feeling. This isn't about being white. It's about wanting to not mess up the recipe because she literally gives no measurements in the video. This doesn't make any sense. Or are you white? Trash bag, why do I feel like you might be white? Goofballs mistaking do it with taste when that's for cooking food, when baking is more of a science with accurate measurements until you know your with humidity and flour, etc., and adjust for weather. Yeah, baking is a little bit different than making a gumbo or something like that, alright? Baking has to be, for the most part, pretty darn precise. No, you're not a real gamer. Oh, one of these. I'm so sick of all these people that think they're gamers. No, you're not. Most of you are not even close to being gamers. I see these people saying, I put well over 100 hours into this game. It's great. That's nothing. Most of us can easily put 300 plus hours into all of our games. Yeah, but there are a lot of games that getting to that number in could take like a decade or more, so who cares? I'm pretty sure if you're doing Super Mario Bros. Wonder and you have 300 plus hours in it, you would not have done that over the course of like a couple of weeks or a month or something like that, because that's not the type of game that you play again and again and again and again right off the bat for the most part. I mean, a lot of you probably do and have and still are, but I don't know, that's a lot of hours for some games. I see people who only have a Nintendo Switch and claim to be gamers. I mean, the guys that kind of revolutionized the gaming industry and brought it to the masses? Come talk to me when you pick up a PS4 controller and then we can be friends. Man, this is why I kind of hated it sometimes, being a PlayStation kid growing up. Just shut up. Also, dear all women, Pokemon is not a real game. Animal Crossing is not a real game. Just because you suck at them? Can you imagine sucking at Animal Crossing? The Sims is not a real game. Mario's not a real game. Stardew Valley's not a real game. Mobile games are not real games. Put down the baby games and play something that requires challenge and skill for once. Sincerely, all of the actual gamers. Man, I wouldn't want to be a part of the actual gamers club. Let me tell you. When people tell me how much they hate winter but they work inside, shut up. Most of them have to commute to work. Didn't think about that one, did you, Jack? No, I bet you didn't, because you think you're better than everyone else. Bye, me. This pizza's really good. Somebody who visited Italy with their family for a week when they were 14. It's fine. Come on, that one's funny though. He's not gatekeeping, but we all know some people that can be like this or have been like this in the past, right? If you can't sing every word to this song, can you really call yourself a millennial? I guess not. I don't know what the hell that is. Gatekeeping childhood trauma. Oh, it's trauma keeping. That's not an actual term, I just said it. Bow down to the enemy. Avoid danger at all costs. People who had traumatizing childhood experiences. Oh, you think you can hurt my feelings? I grew up in a very abusive environment because my parents used to slap me lightly on the face every single night, and my parents yell at me for getting 10 marks out of 100 in my exam. You cannot even begin to fathom how bad my okay, yeah, that's enough of that, you projecting douche. People who actually had traumatizing childhood experiences. I'm sorry, you were actually right. Please don't start an argument. It's almost like trauma manifests differently for everyone. It's almost like out of the 8.5 billion at this point people on planet Earth, we're all a little different. There we go. It's almost as if everyone's trauma is shaped differently. Wouldn't that be wild? Impossible. Everyone's trauma is shaped the same way. Exactly the same way. Source. Trust me, bro. Yeah, bro. I don't care what you think. I get a little mad when I see people who have never listened to one Nirvana song wearing a Nirvana shirt. I guess it does support them, but come on. Whenever I see a Nirvana shirt, it makes me smile. Yeah, there are two kinds of people. Nirvana was just way too underground and inaccessible for the average person to have heard any of their songs. Yeah, from some obscure town like Seattle or whatever. That's the city from The Last of Us Part 2. Gatekeeping alcoholism? Dad, I'm an alcoholic. No, son, I've seen your room. Empty cans of White Claw. White Claw, Bubble Buzzes, 0 calorie, freaking hard seltzer. Did your mom cheat on me with Richard Simmons? Go drink 151 through a straw and chase it with mouthwash before you call yourself an alcoholic. Oh, wow. Dad, you might need help. You might. Again, I've mentioned it before, as someone who's always struggled with alcohol of varying kinds, although I've never been physically dependent and I've never been chugging 151 through a straw and drinking Listerine, doesn't mean that I'm not one and I haven't had an issue. Holy crap. Soup is not allowed as a beverage. Just try and stop me, man. I mean, soup is not a beverage. Just because it's a liquid, that doesn't mean it's a drink. See also gravy, pasta sauce, oil, gasoline, gatekeeping anything that isn't mayo? What? Attention, white people. Stop making brown people's food. It is not your to steal or claim as your own. If you want Asian food, Latino food, Indian food, or anything that isn't mayo, then go buy it from brown peoples in respectful manner. Don't take up space in their spaces. You know, that actually made me curious. I was curious to see who invented mayonnaise, and I guess it was invented in, wait, what? 1756? Is it really that old? No. Anyway, I feel like most normal people would be psyched as hell for anybody from anywhere in the world to be, like, really into their culture's food. Or try to make it. Or what? Wait a minute. There was a guy that went viral relatively recently. Some white guy, food reviewer or something like that. And he tried Indian food from a local restaurant and lost his mind, and everybody loved it because he was like, this is like some of the best stuff I've ever eaten in my life. Everybody loved it. Food is very communal. It brings us together, man. 99% of people who call themselves vegan have no idea what being vegan means. When you're vegan for the animals and you spend your day arguing with vegans, okay. Yeah, man. You're but a boy until you march these hills specifically. Wait, what hills? Oh no. If your boyfriend hasn't marched these hills, he's no man. Stairway to heaven, okay? Well, not every single man in the world is able to do that, right? Might get a little crowded, dumbass. It's sad that members of the military have such fragile masculinity. I wonder if there's a reason for that in the military. You'd think they would have thicker skin after boot camp and not care what others think, but here we are. It's just some types like this you get. They tend to get as much crap for overcompensating from their peers as they do on posts like these. There are entire subreddits, I'm pretty sure, that make fun of guys that talk like this. Some of y'all need to stop listening to DG. I'm sick of seeing fans treating the band as a joke now. I don't mind the funny, look at my silly outfit crap and stuff similar, but what I mean is the way y'all been acting. It's annoying. You act like Death Grips is some silly internet band that internet virgins listen to. 4chan Reddit incel Anthony Fantano. Death Grips is an expression of anger and disdain. Death Grips is what it feels to be done with everything. From ex-military, Death Grips sets a tone. They're angry, they political, and they're ready to express that. From the very first track, Ride expresses the claiming of his anger. You can hear him deliver it with a passion, and songs like Clink or Through the Walls show their hate for the police. Death grips isn't some silly shit. You can joke about it, of course, but some mofos take it seriously, it seems. Go read some lyrics. Might delete this. Don't want to be harassed by some of y'all. I'm just sick of one of my favorite bands being treated as a joke. Well, think about it this way. For every 10 people out there that are actually treating them as a joke, think about the 1 or 2 out of that group that, kind of start going, hey, wait a minute, I like them. It can only be a net positive for them in the end, right? Sure, it's a smaller fraction, but that's still people that might end up liking them. I mean, is that a bad thing? For context, this is after a terrible tour that's left the band pretty pissed off. People started treating them as a meme band, and that attracts a crappy crowd. It started off with costumes, but they said someone pissed on the floor and people threw glow sticks and stuff at them while they're performing. Yeah, that's not okay. What in the world has to go through your head, besides a brick, to make you think it's okay to throw anything on the stage? Seriously, what are you doing? Oh, and peeing on the floor, of course. Stumbled upon this during the controversy of the recent Dragon Ball announcement. There was a Dragon Ball announcement? A child instead just Goku. While not a fan of the kids thing, it's been good to see the dumb Toonami DBZ fans lose their crap. The kind that never watched the OG. They're the worst kind of Dragon Ball fans anyway. Okay, I have no idea what's happening here. Basically, some guy was taking in the frustration some fans had about the new Dragon Ball show and saying that because some of them didn't see the original, that's the only reason they hate it and are the worst fans. Why are Fabs frustrated with the new show? So basically, there was this new Dragon Ball show announced called Daima, and the main plot is basically the cast is shrunken down to chibi kids versions of themselves, and they have to travel around the universe on a quest to get themselves back to normal. Okay, why does that sound way more fun than the rest of it? I've only seen maybe 1 episode. It's really not catered towards me, let me tell you. Gatekeeping atheism? Oh, come on! Also, almost every mainstream religion says that homosexuality is a sin. If you don't realize that, you really aren't an atheist. Yeah, why would this matter to atheism? The whole point of atheism is not to submit to a religion. Well, they're probably not actually atheists then. Having nostalgia for something that was 3 years ago is crazy. Yeah, time kind of flies. You know what happened 3 years ago? The pandemic had just started. Isn't it insane how much time 3 years really is? Gatekeeping being a spooky girl. Okay, hold on, I need a drink. Hold on. Alright, what does that mean? It's funny how every girl calls themselves spooky and witchy now, when they were obviously a mean girl in high school who... Wait, what? Was that a... Never mind, let's keep going. Was obviously a mean girl in high school who made fun of that type of style/personality. Now, you learned what tarot cards are. Think owning crystals and having a rude attitude means all of a sudden you're a witch? You're witchy? You might as well be Regina George as a sexy bunny, and my witchy is Wednesday Addams. We're not the same. You are not dark and scary. Man, when someone says, unironically, we are not the same, you just built different, you must be right. Gatekeeping America. The Biden administration says it's using executive power to allow border wall construction in Texas. Oh, so it is a literal gate. Well, no, it's not. There have to be gates along this stupid freaking wall, right? Whatever, man. Whatever. Shouting into the void when it comes to that stuff. Gatekeeping nostalgic? You mean nostalgia? Of something that happened a few years ago. Man, come on, didn't I just say... Never mind. Imagine being nostalgic for something that happened a few years ago. What did I just say? What did I just say? This guy's up in here gatekeeping the entire concept of gatekeeping. Ooh, I didn't know we looped around that hard. Gatekeeping isn't an actual thing. If you allow someone to tell you what to do or influence your choices against what you want, then that's on you. That's not necessarily true. When a childless person tells me they're tired, imagine thinking you have a monopoly on suffering because you were raw dogging, whether it was on purpose or not. Gatekeeping modern conveniences. If you haven't used these, you can't fully appreciate today's technology. All right, so I turned 28 in a couple of months, a few months. We'll say that. We'll say a few months. And I grew up very poor. So, crazy, I've used every single one of these things a lot. A lot. Hell, I still use probably one of these things. That's not the vinyl, I have a CRT. Regardless, okay, it's not just a generational gap or anything like that. You have to take into consideration all sorts of stuff. True feminists don't eat eggs. Wait, what? Face it, you can't claim to be a feminist and still eat eggs. Why do we need to face that?